The Woman Who Planted Bread. Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by mountains and dirt roads, there lived a humble woman whom everyone knew, not for her wealth but for her kindness. She lived in a simple little house with worn-out walls and a zinc roof that sang when it rained. Her kitchen was small, but it always smelled of freshly baked bread. Every dawn, before the sun rose, the woman would light her old wood-fired oven and knead flour, water, and salt with tired hands, but with a heart full of love. She didn't make much bread, because she didn't have much. Sometimes the flour was barely enough for herself, but even so, she always made a little extra, because she knew someone would need it. One day, a barefoot boy passed by her door. His clothes were torn and his eyes were full of hunger. The woman didn't hesitate. She broke her only loaf of bread and gave him half. "Eat, son, God will provide." That night she had only hot water for dinner, but she slept in peace. Another day, an old man arrived. He walked hunched over, leaning on a stick, shivering from the cold. The woman went back to her kitchen and gave him the bread she had saved for dinner. "Here, sir, the road is long on an empty stomach." Once again she was left with nothing, but her heart was full. The neighbors didn't understand. "Why do you give away the little you have when you barely have enough? One day you won't even have anything for yourself." The woman just smiled. "Bread that is kept gets hard. Bread that is shared multiplies." The years went by. Time marked her face and slowed her steps. A particularly harsh winter came to the village. Snow covered the roads, the crops died, and hunger knocked on many doors, including hers. That morning the woman opened her pantry. There was only a handful of flour left. She sighed and lit the oven one more time. "This will be my last loaf of bread," she thought. As she kneaded, there was a knock at her door. When she opened it, there wasn't just one person, but several. The boy she had once fed, now a young man. The old man, accompanied by his family. Neighbors, travelers, people she had helped at some point. Each one brought something: flour, firewood, milk, honey, fruit. "We came to return what you sowed." The woman broke into tears, not of sadness, but of gratitude. That day her oven didn't make just one loaf of bread, but dozens, and her home, the humblest in the village, became the most abundant table. Reflection: those who share from abundance offer comfort, but those who share from scarcity give true love, because they do not give what they have left over. They give what it pains them to part with. The woman had no riches, but she sowed bread every day, and without knowing it, she also sowed hope, gratitude, life, and blessing. What you give today with sacrifice will bloom multiplied tomorrow, because on God's path, nothing given with love is ever lost. Everything sprouts in its own time. Subscribe. Help me grow this wonderful world of faith and hope, where every story is a seed of light for the soul.